Mornings really aren't my thing, to be honest. I'm definitely more of a night owl. I feel like that's when I get my best ideas. So, getting up early is a bit of a struggle. I have to admit, though, I do love the golden hour lighting in the morning. I really feel that it's so calming and just helps kind of start the day right. I usually like to tidy up a bit before making breakfast. It's just a nice thing to do. I feel like it makes everything easier and it helps get my day moving faster. I don't know about you, but I just love organizing my kitchen. I feel like it just makes everything feel well placed and organized, especially when you're trying to clean up your kitchen quickly for visitors or entertaining. It just makes things so much easier. Okay, I don't always start with coffee, but sometimes you just need it. And today is definitely one of those days. Okay. It's a new week. It's actually the second week of January, so I don't know about you guys. Every January I tend to feel a little restless, like I'm not doing enough. I should be doing this. I have many ideas coming from the holiday break, and I just want to get started and go, and so I just feel like I'm not accomplishing things fast enough, which I know I shouldn't think that way, and I need to calm down, relax. I think mornings for me, start off busy. I'm helping my husband get ready for work, and then I'm able to begin my day, but taking some time to, relax a little in the morning, whether that's at the gym or just taking a moment of, time to either just rest, pray, just be in the Word, or just rest my mind, because I'm doing so many different things throughout the day that I can easily get distracted and go right into my day, and when I do that, doesn't feel as productive. But okay, so today I have a few things that I'm going to be doing. I have a call at 10, I have a meeting at 11, I have a few events throughout the day that we're going to, and then a few calls at the end of today. So a busy day. I'm going to take you throughout the day and kind of shoot some in between footage so you guys can see what that looks like. But yeah, so now I want to just take some time to get myself together and prepare for the day. I start my morning with a call with my assistant Jenny, which usually happens at the beginning of the week. That way we can get started and be organized, prioritizing what we need to. So that's what I'm getting ready for. Then I also have a vendor visit later after that, and that's always fun. Those are my favorite meetings because we're reviewing new fabric lines, new colorways, and things like that. And so it's inspiring to see all of the fabrics laid out, and just kind of gets me feeling creative and inspired again. After that, I'll do a little work and get ready to head out. I've got a client meeting that I'm heading to, and then an event that I was invited to, so that's exciting. And then after that, I'm heading to another client's home to see their beautiful, almost completed kitchen. So that'll be fun. I can't imagine how much longer it would take if I had an actual full set of hair. My hair is so fine. I'll take what I got and make it work. Just kidding. Let's do this. Okay. I love that my days are always different. No 2 days are ever the same, and that keeps things fun. I love that. I usually try to organize my week with business stuff on Mondays and Fridays.
and then client work on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. But I mean, obviously it's not always that strict. But when I can plan ahead, I like to map out when I'll need to be creative, when I'm working on business tasks, and when I'm focused on client projects. Jenny, my amazing assistant, is just such a huge help to me, really helping keeping our projects moving forward and looking great. So I have those design meetings throughout the week with her as well.
Okay, so I'm gonna put on some espadrilles. I'm really just wanting something cute but comfortable, and I've had these for a few years now and they're my favorite. They're just super cute. They just lace up like this, but they go with anything and I can wear them all day. I got taller ones, but these just are the perfect height to wear and move around. Okay. Right. So here's the look. See, these are the espadrilles. Super comfy. Okay, I'm ready to go.
I really enjoy going to events and checking out new product. Here we're looking at the latest technology in porcelain slabs and also checking out their new kitchen showroom. For me, meeting other designers and industry people is just such a great way to build relationships, and honestly, I feel like it feels like you're hanging out with friends.
I love this array of cabinetry styles, but this is really neat. Look, it's like the detail here that you can see. Very stone-like. Then you have this kind of stacked, or not stacked, I guess it's fluted. Material is really pretty, and then you have this metallic color as well. Really cool. That this is great for like a a rustic kind of feel if you're going for like cabin vibes. I just love opening everything to see what's behind it. What's behind here? Ooh. Nice. Look at this. It's the pull-out, blind corner pull-out.
Okay, so now I'm heading to a client's home, and if you can imagine, this kitchen was all green. They wanted the kitchen to feel very European inspired, specifically very French, and that's what we did. We wanted this corner to kind of feel more of like a furniture piece that they brought into the kitchen, and I feel like that really just gives a nice charming feel to the overall look of the kitchen. Okay, so this is my office. I did a lot of cleaning, spring cleaning. It's not even spring yet, but we cleaned out a lot of, tiles and wood flooring and things that I'm no longer using. So these are all pretty full now, fabrics and, office supplies, window treatments, more tile in there, and then I'll flip you guys over to show you this side. But I typically love to sit in the dining area because it just gets such pretty natural lighting, and it just feels a little bit more brighter, and I just love the feeling of that. So anyways, I want to kind of get back into my office. I'm gonna clean this up and start to organize so I can kind of move back into my office. Keeping my office perfectly organized has never come naturally to me. On any given day, I'm juggling multiple projects, tasks, so many different things in my mind.
I do my most inspired work, to be honest, outside of my office, and that's typically in my dining room or my living room. I just feel that the environment feels more comfortable and more creative. As a result, my office often becomes just a catch-all for everything, honestly. Fabrics, paint samples, clothes, I mean, you name it. I know the creative process of design is a bit messy due to just so many different elements like samples and swatches and, hardware and just everything you can imagine.
Much better. It's really nice. I think working in my office gives me more time to really focus because I'm, isolated a bit. And yeah, I do want to share a few things I got this week. So I went to as I mentioned, I went to an event, or I don't know if I did mention it, but anyways, I went to a tile and slab event, and it was actually really nice. It was nice to just get out to be with other designers, learn more about products, specifically porcelain slabs, and the technology behind the improvements of the slabs and just durability and all of that. So I do want to share that. And then I also want to share, today I actually went to a furniture manufacturing company in LA, which I've heard a lot about, and their product is really beautiful. The pieces that they create, so they do upholstery pieces like sofas, beds, chairs, and things like that. And then they also do cased goods, so hardwood dressers, nightstands, tables, vanities even, which I learned. So that is exciting to begin possibly working with them. And I did pull some fabrics and wood stains, so I want to share that with you. Okay, so as a designer, I do get invited to events and then also get product either in the mail or I also love to collect samples and fabrics because it is a really great way to showcase our designs to our clients. Everything that we present is all physical. So if we're doing a living room, we're showing sofa fabrics, rug samples, things like, I actually have a rug sample here. So just to kind of show you what that, so we would present this maybe along with the wood flooring, the fabrics that we would be using, the sofa fabrics, maybe the pillows. If we have a coffee table, we would show that as well. So you really get a really nice idea of all of the materials, and just gives our clients very clear a very clear direction, and also they're able to touch and feel the fabrics. If they don't like the way they feel, they want something softer, more durable, and maybe they don't like the color tones, we can switch at that point. But it's very clear, when you're presenting on a computer, the lighting could be different, the tone could read more green, and then in person it's more gray. So those are things that we always take into consideration. So anything that I can get my hands on to present to the clients is important. I'm just gonna blot my face because it's so hot, and then I'm probably gonna change my top because it was really cold this morning and now it's extremely hot. So I'll be right back. Okay, much better. All right, so the first one I wanted to share is from that tile event that I went to, and I got this really cute, almost like linen bag. It's not a linen, but anywho, it's really pretty, durable, feels very durable, which is nice for carrying samples and things like that. But a few things I got, one was, this is their kind of like brand product catalog, and this has really beautiful just blown up views, and you can see the blown up view, then you can see the patterns that it comes in. So these are for porcelain slabs. They basically print the slabs, but very high quality printing techniques. You can use them for countertops. I typically use them in bathrooms because it's really nice and sleek. You can get an idea of something like this, but it's really nice it just really gives a really nice modern look, and we tend to like blend modern and traditional. So, this is great. So I will review this. Similar. This kind of just gives you the different patterns and how you can book match them. nice. I took this feels really nice, the paper. Okay. I took this. I love to collect the Lux magazines. It's kind of like when I worked in fashion, I would collect a lot of the Vogue magazines, which I still have some. Gosh, this one feels really nice. Okay, so I'll have some nice reading. And then what did I get? Okay, so, oh, this is so pretty. So I actually got this nice hat. I wasn't expecting a hat. It says the laundry room and has like this really nice kind of, almost like rubber kind of little logo there. It's in this really pretty olive washed look. And it has a really nice metal clasp on the back. So really cute. Let's see. Wait, does this not fit my head? Okay, it does. Hopefully this looks cute because I like dad hats. I think they're really nice. Okay, super cute. Actually, I'll put that over here. And then, okay, so this, this feels really nice. Okay, so if you don't know, I used to work in the fashion industry for many years, and picking fabrics, working with fabrics, that was all the things we did. And I mean, fabrics are really important to me. So I love a good cotton, and this feels really nice. This is actually there's no logo to it, just plain. It's quite large. I'm gonna have to tailor this up, but anywho, this would be really cute with some jeans or something, but it has a cute little cuff there. I don't know if you can see that. It's cute. Awesome. Nice. Gosh, I feel like I have so much space now that my desk is clean. And then I got this, what is this? Oh, this is a pen. Okay, so let me pull this out. It's this this is a pen. It feels like metal. Let me read what it says. Perpetua, the only made in Italy pencil. This is made of new material composed of 80% upgraded recycled graphite. Nice, okay. So it says you don't have to sharpen. I kind of want to see here. Ooh. Pretty good. I mean, I would probably sharpen it and maybe need some more pressure. Okay, well, super cute. Thank you to the All in Stone team. Super cute. Love a good hat. And then I will keep this pencil there. Okay, awesome. Next thing I wanted to share with you guys are some of the fabrics that I pulled. And we do a lot more neutrals. I do have some really pretty books that have some bright color tones, but majority of clients want more neutrals, and we play a lot with texture. So a few of them that I got was this kind of booklet, and this is not a booklet, this is a heavy, almost like basket weave, in this really nice kind of linen color. Same thing here. And then, of course, lots of linens. I just love linens. They're truly just such a timeless material. But this company is a really great company, and I'll share some footage. You'll get to see some behind the scenes of their warehouse, their showroom. They have beautiful pieces, and everything is just done to the highest quality of craftsmanship. And I just love walking through warehouses like that, these manufacturing companies, because you get to see truly all of the designers' work, being created, from fabric combinations that you wouldn't think of, design styles, design ideas, or not ideas, but details that, are being created. And it's just really fun to kind of get a view into that. Okay, so sorry, I'm not even showing you some of these. Okay, but going back, so just different colors of linen washes, beautiful color combos, and then I got a ton of wood stains because I do a lot of different wood stains. So this one is a brown wash oak. So this is more of your natural. So natural brown wash oak, oiled oak. You can see the difference there. So these are really great when we're trying to convey, designs to clients. So let's say we want a coffee table in this, and we want the sofa to be in this nice linen fabric. Maybe we do a pillow that has more of a, something like that. So the client gets a really clear idea in terms of design elements and what the space could look like. Obviously, in connection to this, we're also showing the 3D renders that we're working on. So they're seeing the 3D render in full completed view, and then they're actually getting to touch and feel the fabrics that make their design. So yeah, so these are great. I'm going to add these to my collection. Okay, so I did some email work, and then now I'm going to finalize a spec book that we have been working on, but I wanted to show you what that looks like. So this is what our specification book looks like. We call it spec for short, but this is a spec book, design and spec books, because this one has both the design presentation and the specifications. So this is crucial for any project in terms of whether it's a full home remodel, a new build. If it's just design and we're just doing furnishings, and let's say we're not doing the actual implementation, then we would still create this with the client. We would do their presentation, add their shopping list, any samples of swatches that they would need. But this is really just the Bible of the project. So this one is a partial furnishing, partial home remodel. So it has both, but you can see the table of contents there listed out. The tabs are important because you want to be able to flip through the section that you need. So for example, design presentation is here. You have all of the information in terms of product, obviously the renders and window treatments and things like that. This is actually not done, so I need to continue printing. But our presentations are pretty lengthy depending on the size. This one is about 120 pages. And then we have floor plans. Let me see if I can put this here. I have floor plans, elevations. So our elevations are 11 by 17, and we just fold them nicely so that they can fit in the book and just be accessed easily. We have custom furniture pieces back here, so we're doing a custom bed. Then we have all of the finish schedules. So these are broken out by category. So the plumbing subcontractor can easily turn to his section and understand these are all of the elements that are going to be used in the project. Has all of their relevant information in terms of tags, model numbers, brand, color, quantities, things like that. And then we also have the all of the product information, so the specifications, installation guides, and things like that they may need in the back, which is really helpful. So that's really just so in case they're on the job site and they have a question in regards to a product and they don't have they need it quickly. It's just right then and there. They can get that information. It's nice to have. But okay, so then we have lighting, flooring, tile. This includes pretty much every material that is included in the project. Millwork, hardware, accessories, paint. Another thing we include is resources and project notes. And this is really my section where I'm able to really put all of the notes in terms of who are the vendors that they may be needing to reach out. Wallpaper hangers, what else? Oh, styling guides are in here as well. So my tips for styling, because obviously it's in the presentation, but when you have all of the product there, it could feel overwhelming. So we put all that information as to how to lay out the pillows, what type of inserts to use, all that stuff. Then we also include a shopping list. So that has all of that information. This is a physical, obviously, but we also share the digital so that it's much easier for them just to click on the links and go right to the product. The other thing, then we have a section for samples. So this is, this would include fabrics, wallpaper, things like that, and then their paint swatches. So that is that. And this is typically given to the the homeowner, and I create two. So I give one to the homeowner, and then I also give one to the builder, the contractor, so that, you know, the homeowner has one for them to just keep, and if they ever need to reference for anything in regards to their home, let's say they're replacing casings or a hardware, they have the information to the hardware. And then for the contractors, they have everything they need to get the project started. So yeah, so I'm gonna finish printing the design presentation for this, and then I think I'm going to then work on marketing, which is typically what I like to do Fridays, typically Friday mornings, even though it's already Friday afternoon. But I'm gonna do that. I like to just kind of spend some time being creative and putting things together for the following week, and it just gives me some time to kind of relax and unwind and be in my creative element, which is, I love being creative. So anyways, I will then leave you guys there.